For more, let's bring in Liz Dunn, founder and CEO at Pro4ma, along with Sucharita Kodali. She's retail analyst at Forrester Research. So, Liz, what does this tell you about the Chinese consumer? No pulling back on spending, at least not on Singles' Day? Can we read more into that?
Yeah, I mean, this event has come out of nowhere over the last 11 years, really built into the biggest shopping day in the world. And it's more global than ever before. More brands are participating. I think it's not necessarily indicative of the strength of the Chinese consumer, but I do think there's something important you can read into their interest in U.S. brands, because U.S. brands did quite well for this event.
Exactly. And Sucharita, that was sort of to the point that I was going to ask about next. Often when one retailer holds a big day like an Amazon Prime Day, there is somewhat of a halo effect because it gets people shopping and then they sort of search around to other websites. Do you think there's any kind of read through that we have already from something like that happening today?
Well, certainly we know that Singles' Day was also large because JD.com did incredibly well, too. I think collectively those two sites are going to generate more than $60 billion, which in one day is about 10% of all of Chinese e-commerce, so it's huge. Now, as far as the spillover to U.S. retailers, those who actually participated in the Singles' Day events in China certainly will have seen a lift, but it's not so much as much of a great shopping day here in the U.S. And the main reason is because you have a lot of shoppers waiting to see what's going to happen on Cyber Monday. That's the day that they're looking for here in the U.S.
Liz, do you think there's read across for what comes for the rest of the year for the likes of Amazon on days like that, or not?
Not as much for Amazon. I think this really is a bit more about China's consumer, their interest in luxury brands, and the power of Alibaba to kind of create this event and create a platform or multiple platforms for consumers to transact globally with global brands.
Sucharita, obviously everyone knows when Singles' Day is. Do you see any sort of holding back of purchasing in anticipation of Singles' Day, and or the opposite? Is it pulling forward sales that could be done in the holiday season?
Well, what we definitely see is that there is going to be a little bit of holding off in the weeks prior to any large shopping event like this, because people do anticipate and they're waiting. It's delay of gratification, right? So what they are looking for is like those large ticket purchases like consumer electronics or things that they may have wanted to purchase, they have their eye on. They're waiting to see how deep the discount is. And often a celebration like Singles' Day often does deliver that, very similar to Cyber Monday and Black Friday in the U.S. as well.